Namaste and good morning. Let us all pray. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Surya Jyoti Jyoti Surya Swaha. Om Surya Varcho Jyoti Varchaha Swaha. Om Jyoti Surya Surya Jyoti Swaha. Om Sajara Devina Savitra Sajurushashendya Vacha Joshana Surya Vetu Swaha. Today in our offering, that when we say Swaha, usually it's samagri and other items. But the best offering is our mind. Duniya ne charhaye phul tujhe main khud ko charhane aaya hu. Duniya ne charhaye phul tujhe main khud ko charhane aaya hu. He Guru tihare dware pe main sabhi lutane aaya hu. That we're here to surrender our mind. Welcome to Mandir devotees this morning. The Surya Narayan is there behind the clouds. But look at this, we're looking at manifestation of consciousness and the 5 elements that make up this manifested universe. We have water, we have the air, very refreshing. See the water there in the fountain. And Surya, this is fire. And then we have air and space. So everything is in our mandir this morning. Usually when we go to the mandir, our saints and sages, what they have done is they personalize the 5 elements. For instance, Surya Narayan, you go to the mandir, he's sitting so majestically as a person, driven by horses, and we chant mantras. Mantra Satyam, Puja Satyam, Satyam Deva Niranjana, Gurur Vakyam Sada Satyam, Satyam Eva Niranjana. That mantras are true, pujas are true. So when we do these pujas, yes, but when we personalize the elements, the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, that's the lower existence because of convenience. And our saints, they were very keen on facilitating this. But when we are in the real nature, then that's one step up, and it's closer for us to go into, like when we go into space. Space is an element. Imagine consciousness is so vast that we know space to be so endless, infinite as we want to call it. But imagine when we go to consciousness, it is said that consciousness, when space is compared to it and the created universe, it's so minute. Today I want to talk about meditation, mind and meditation. And before we do that, let's chant the mantra. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. 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 Today, we all meditate, because meditation is when we have our mind focused on something that we desire. True meditation, the saints and the sages, they focus their mind on God. And eventually, that form of God that we meditate on, He will remove His form when it's ready, that we can go directly to consciousness. And Swami Parameshananda, they did that to me. When I was through his training, direct transmission of knowledge through seva and through meditation, and even during sleep, he recognized that we were in Delhi ashram and we were there for the annual function, and so many monks and spiritual leaders were there and devotees, monks from BHARAT, SEVASHRAM, monks from other ashrams. And I was giving a talk and saying how Pranavananda ji, he is the manifestation of consciousness. But when I went to do the arti, I was chosen to do the arti, and I was doing the arti with the various items representing nature, the 5 elements. I was thinking, I was reading and hearing how at the end, when he gave up his body, he would have exhausted everything from his body to establish BHARAT, SEVASHRAM, monks and disciples, activities. So I was thinking about his body. So there were conflicting thoughts. First I was saying his manifestation of consciousness, and then I brought him to a state of a personalized state. So when I went to sleep now, he came in the dream and he says, you talk about me and you understand me to be consciousness. Why this body business, this bad body? And I got the message that he wants me to worship him now as consciousness. And all the monks, they have experiences like that. That's how he was being put on the altar before then worship. So coming back to meditation, that we meditate to God because we want to become like him. We want to say, God, I want to be like you. But other people meditate also. The other day I was telling this to a young lady who's married, and she's saying she's having difficulty. That's why we're having this conversation with her marriage. So then I was telling her, and she says, Swamiji, I was meditating and thinking of my husband, but he was meditating on another person, another female, and this is why the marriage is not working. So she jokingly said that, but she was serious because that's how she interpreted my conversation to her. So we are meditating on anything, meaning whatever we want, we put our attention to it, focus our attention, our mind and our willpower is going in that direction. So it depends on what we want to meditate on. For the students in class, they have to meditate on the books, concentration. But if they decide to go and for some reason they go and have a boyfriend or girlfriend in the latter stages of the school, then the shifting of meditating on getting a solid education shift, and this is where the downfall and the foundation of student life is ruined. In marriage life, the same thing, that you have to be, mind have to be focused on the family and upbringing on the family. And if you shift anywhere like that lady, then there will be problems in society. And this is why we're having all this kind of woes and sufferings. Then we focus on that to bring the children up to the state where they're ready to be by themselves. Educate them, get them married, and they're by themselves. So you come out of that so-called married relationship, attention to that. Wife is there, but husband and wife now they're more shifting to the going into semi-retirement, wrapping up in the professions, because this is about the 60, 70 years that you're in. So that the meditation there will be how I make the shift from grihasti married life to the semi-retirement Vanprest. And then when that is thoroughly achieved, during that time, Vanprest, you do all the pilgrimages that you want to do, because you still have the strength in the body. So now, when you go into sannyas life, like monks, BHARAT, SEVASHRAMs, or an institution, the focus now is to be totally surrendered and become an instrument in the hands of the Lord 100% of the time. One-pointedness. For me at BHARAT, SEVASHRAM, we end our life, this current life, and we begin a new life because we would have done our strat and say, look, I'm through with this human existence, serving, being on the mundane plane. And this is the beauty of sannyas life. And when it's properly adhered to, the detachment comes, and then meditation comes with that power of celibacy. Because when you come, this celibacy is so important for spiritual life and in all stages. When I had the opportunity of being with the Dalai Lama and giving him a hug, oh my God, the energy that came out from him was so powerful. Because why? Of celibacy. And also, when I had to shake the hand of the Pope, celibacy, powerful person, and all the great souls, the spiritual masters, they have this one ingredient, that the preservation of the vital fluid. So this here, it's so important that we choose what we want to meditate on, focus our attention, and this will lift us to the highest stage that we want to do. Today here we're in nature, the manifested state of consciousness. It is the purpose of our life to go into the consciousness, transcend this, lift ourselves out of this illusionary manifestation of consciousness, the universe, and then all our problems will be gone and we'll become liberated soul. As swami Parameshananda said, what is the goal of life? Self-realization, universal emancipation. Let us move together in this direction. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.